Do you want to enjoy the most needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash, and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are customer friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madongo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Twitter. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079 83 4047 074 982 Fastnet always connect. Do you want to enjoy the most needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash, and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are customer friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madongo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Twitter. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079 83 4047 074 982 Fastnet always connect. Do you want to enjoy the most needed fiber internet facility for both? Do you want to enjoy the most needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash, and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, You would love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are customer friendly and we are here to give you the best out of the day. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Twitter. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079 Fastnet always connect. Do you want to enjoy the most needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash, and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are customer friendly and we are here to give you the best out of the day. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Twitter. For more inquiries, you can contact us. Close to 2 billion.
Shows Sierra as an example of what we're doing. And as a result, we are going to be able to channel and dictate what the global agenda or the regional agenda can be for food security in the country. After this summit in November, there's going to be a West Africa Integration and Investment Summit right here. 4 pillars we're moving. Agriculture is one of them. We're going to have global leaders, global business people come. And because we are hosting, we're able to take the next step to be able to open up, to foster integration, to foster economic growth for ECOWAS, and food system is a big part of it.
Thank you very much. How important is regional trade in agricultural production and improving food security in boosting the economic growth of ECOWAS?
It's very important. Trade is very important. In fact, one of the main things we know is challenging the regional productivity growth or creating jobs is there are certain parts I just mentioned for rice. We have about 15 rice basins. They're not all in one country. There are some of them actually can serve multiple countries. And part of the conversation we had in Accra, we had a big summit just before this one in Accra on rice, was to say, okay, if there's a rice basin in Gambia
and Sierra Leone, we can maybe build the irrigation system there and then have the processing, the milling facility in another location, so that when you can produce the rice, sell the paddy they are processed and bring back. And so trade is very important. We just trading within ourselves can solve a lot of our problems instead of allowing outside the region. The amount of importation that comes is so much, and there are places that can produce rice, that can produce maize, that can produce all the key staples if we only trade among each other. And we're trying to do this by improving, working with the Ministry of Trade and others across the region to improve phytosanitary conditions and standards to make sure the quality of products that we get to get traded meets the standard. If we say it's 10 kg it's 10 kg. If we say it is non-NGO, it is that, all of those things. And so trade is very key, and we need trade to be able to move this forward.
Okay, what are your expectations of today's summit, especially for the agricultural industry?
Well, this is a statutory meeting. They will talk about lots of things today, the heads of state. And food security and economic growth and job creation for young people, as I mentioned, is one of those key things that they will talk about. I think, I expect and I hope, I think the summit, the investment summit, will probably be discussed because the president will hope to welcome his colleagues again and other big business leaders here again in November to talk about that and to make sure we close deals, to make sure big announcements are made with investors elsewhere. So it's going to be a good meeting. It's good for Sierra Leone. It's good for the region. President Bio, under his leadership, has shown Sierra Leone can lead, has shown we can shape global agenda, and he's going to be doing that today. And food will be on his mind, and he'll project that.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 69th Ordinary Summit of the ECOWAS Authorities of Heads of State and Government. And we're coming to you live from Lunge, Sierra Leone at the Julius Maada Bio International Conference Center, where heads of states from member states will be here present to discuss key issues affecting the West African region and find solutions to them here today in Sierra Leone. Continue to stay with us on State House Facebook Live as we'll continue to bring you live updates from today's summit.
Free money, no sonko sonko. 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 Afri money, no sonko sonko. Afri money, no sonko sonko.
Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash, and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will have to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service oriented, customer friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the West. We are located on Madeira Town, opposite Water Street, off the cross, for more information, you can
we just dey party blame game. We no go before if we dey party blame game. You the IBS, you know you dey blame game. If simple not fine now, we all get the bad name. A the point B, B the point C, C the point D, D the point E, 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 E. You the point me the point you the point this the point stand there, huh? You know go fight for the country, stand up for the country, unite for the country, do something for the country. You need six gangs, we no get nowhere for fake cam, so no sit on a corner.
983-4047 074-982-125. Fastnet, always connected. Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business?
Nights, oh yeah. Unite for better salon nights. Let we unite, Sierra Leoneans. Unite, oh yeah. Unite for better salon nights. Why is that? Allow me not tell. Aye, everyone got a right and privilege to do the right thing, but I never relent. You got a role to play, to play. Me got a role to play, to play. Remember, peace, unity is a matter of must. If we live together, it go better for us. Be that, alright.
He like you go success. Now forget you home. He like you go tete. You must come back home. Are you ready, babe? Now so you go get comfort. So if we come together. Make salute.
United we stand, divided we go follow. If the big one them unite, the small one they go follow. Salona we all country, there we make ya. Now we all country, now we for make ya. So let we unite, Sierra Leoneans. Unite, oh yeah. Unite for better salon nights. Let we unite, Sierra Leoneans. Unite, oh yeah. Unite for better salon nights. Now we don't know. Salon now we don't know. Now we don't know.
Me salon people them.
Salon now we don't.
There is no way where we go develop if we no unite.
United we stand, rather we go follow. If the big one them unite, the small one they go follow. Salon now we all country, there we make ya. Now we all country, now we for make ya. So let we unite, Sierra Leoneans. Unite, oh yeah. Unite for better salon nights. Let we unite, Sierra Leoneans. Unite, oh yeah. right here. Unite for better salon. Always. From 1961, we just did by this same game. We know what we before if we did by this same game. You the IPS, you know you the problem game. It's simple enough right now, we already bad name. A the point B, B the point C, C the point D, D the point E, 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 E. You the point me the point you the point this the point stand there, huh? You know go fight for the country, stand up for the country, unite for the country, do something for the country. You need these things, we don't get no way for fake cam. So not sit on a corner that you said you know they take cam. Not blame me for something when now we all for make cam. Step do you best, this country, let we make cam. Now me and you for support we step. If I near you, you near me, I be you. So let me unite, Sierra Leoneans, unite, oh yeah. Unite for better salon nights. Let me unite, Sierra Leoneans. Unite, oh yeah. Unite for better salon nights.
One we got, a lie we not tell. Aye, everyone got a right and privilege to do the right thing, but I never relent. You got a role to play. We got a role to play. Remember, peace, unity is a matter of must. If we live together, it go better for us. Be that. Aye, he like you go say, now forget you home. He like you go say, you must come back home. Are you ready, babe? Now so you go get comfort. So if we come together, we go make salon.
United we stand, divided we go follow. If the big one them unite, the small one them go follow. Salon now we own country, there we make ya. Now we own country, now we for make ya. So let we unite, Sierra Leoneans. Unite, oh yeah. Unite for better salon nights. Let we unite, Sierra Leoneans. Unite, oh yeah. Unite for better salon nights. Aye, salon we own, now we own. Salon we own, now we own.
Me salon people them.
Salon now we own.
There is no way where we go develop if we not unite.
United we stand, divided we go follow. If the big one them unite, the small one them go follow. Salon now we own country, there we make ya.
You can see the Vice President, Dr. Mohamed Jule Jallow, and other officials from the Nigerian High Commission in Sierra Leone waiting for the arrival of the Nigerian leader. The Vice President is having a warm handshake with officials from the Nigerian High Commission in Sierra Leone. Now the Vice President is being called to receive the Nigerian delegation having a warm handshake with Vice President Dr. Mohamed Jule Jallow, the two Vice Presidents, one from Nigeria, one from Sierra Leone.
Cameras, please face out to my right. Face out to my right.
The the Nigerian vice president is being introduced to been received by a bouquet of like all the previous leaders. Come. Like all the previous leaders, he is also going to the days. He's now going to the days to the national anthem of both countries, Nigeria and Sierra Leone. These two countries have enjoyed an excellent bilateral relationships. The Vice President is now going to be introduced to ministers or senior officials of government. The two men holding each other's arm. He's been introduced to the minister officials who are here in Sierra Leone with the Nigerian High Commission. He is the Vice President of Nigeria who has just landed in Sierra Leone. Well, he is meeting with his people now, shaking hands with his countrymen.
Okay, the vice president is also being led now into the whole new room by the vice president, where he's expected to spend some few minutes, and then he is led into the whole new room before he goes to the summit. This time it is not President Tinubu, it is his vice president, and he was also received by Sierra Leone's vice president. Before him we had received the Benin president, before him also the Ghanaian president, and the Guinean president also had arrived, but he came by road.
But he also drove into the airport and was accorded the necessary protocols that is to be accorded to all heads of states. So we are told the next to arrive is going to be the Liberian president. The Liberian president, he will be arriving shortly. Okay. Minister Chenoba, we've just witnessed the arrival of the Nigerian vice president. We were expecting to see President Tinubu, but not. Later we saw his vice president.
Yes, his vice president is here. We're still delighted that the vice president has come. We understand that President Tinubu couldn't make the trip this time, but he sent a very, I think, appropriate representative in the Honorable Vice President Shetime of Nigeria, a very well-regarded gentleman, and we know he will carry the full pomp of the Nigerian state. So it's a great representation by Nigeria.
I mean, we don't need to state the bilateral relationship between Sierra Leone and Nigeria. These are sister nations. I mean, each country has stood for the other since time immemorial.
Yeah, no, I mean, we have the ties between Sierra Leone and Nigeria run deeper than I can possibly go into. First, we have a common culture. We have ethnic groups here and communities that share a lineage with Nigeria. We have language that we share with Nigeria. The Creole language has Yoruba and Igbo words.
We have songs, we have the traditional societies, the Oje, hunting, they all have links and ties to Nigerian language. So this is just contemporary culture and history. Food, all of these things we tie to Nigeria. And then you talk about the contemporary politics and socio-economic and security issues.
Nigeria has always been the big brother to Sierra Leone. Being here, I think scripture says greater love had no man than this, than for a man to lay down his life for his friends. Nigerian soldiers fought and died in defense
of
our freedom.
The airport we are in now, I remember in 1997 during the coup, the Nigerian ECOWAS troops stationed here, and this was a base for ECOWAS.
The late General Maxwell Kobe, who was the leader of the ECOWAS forces at the time, a national hero in Sierra Leone, was stationed here at London. So it's appropriate that today in that building we'll pay respects to Nigeria and the work that they have done in support of our freedom and in support of our democracy, and the very strong mutual ties, business ties, commerce ties. Music, we consume Nigerian music, we consume ours. Our Nigerian theme, the influence of Nigeria in Sierra Leone, I think is immense, and one that we continue to cherish. We continue to seek opportunities to deepen.
Thank you very much. He is the Minister of Information and Civic Education, Chenoba. We are discussing about the arrival of the Nigerian Vice President, who arrived shortly. He's been led into the holding room by the Vice President. Shortly from now, the Liberian President would also arrive. The Liberian President is now, I'm told, to arrive in the next few minutes. In the next few minutes,
we are set to receive the Liberian president. Liberia, as you know, is one of our neighbors. President Mamadi Doumbouya came through the north, Gambia, and drove through Potloko to the Lunge International Airport. Last man. The flights carrying the president is now touching down. Few minutes from now, the Liberian president that's the flights carrying the Liberian president. President Bouake of Liberia. He was in Sierra Leone in 2025. He came through the road and he spent a few days in Freetown. And today again he is here, this time by flight. So to witness this
And also we have here, I saw the Deputy Minister for Finance, also saw the Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs also here. The Presidential Press Secretary, Madam Kula Fofana, is here also, and staff and members of the Liberian Embassy here in Lunge.
And our delegation is posted to receive His Excellency and the Vice President of the Republic of Sierra Leone will receive the President. Before His Excellency touched down here at Lunge, we had the President of Ghana, the president of Guinea, the president of Ivory Coast. That's the vice president of Ivory Coast, and actually the vice president of Nigeria also has landed at this airport. And this is the presidential lodge, the presidential portion of the airport. That's where we have His Excellency. And just if you take a look at here, you will see all the presidents who are supposed to be present at this event. We have the ECOWAS president himself, the president of Cape Verde, president of Ivory Coast, the president of Ghana, president of Guinea, president of Senegal is here, Liberia, Nigeria, and represented by the flags, as you can see, hoisted here at the presidential lodge in Lungi. So wherever you are following, we are coming to you live here from Lungi, here in the Republic of Sierra Leone. And His Excellency is just going to attend the session, and he will return home today as activities leading to the 179th Independence Day celebration of Liberia beginning Monday, Tuesday, and the entire week. So the other activities His Excellency has to attend, and that's why he will not stay the night here. But trust me, he is going to fully represent Liberia and our interests here at this media summit in Lungi. So there's another president that is on the driveway. It's about to finish, and that's why you see now we have the vice president of Sierra Leone. Followed by our official consultant. President, His Excellency Joseph Liman Boakai, is disembarking the aircraft. Chief, 1 minute, please.
Please.
Sorry, I have to run because I'm here.
So there you have it. National anthem of both Liberia and Sierra Leone just played. Sorry, I have to go off now. Thank you for following. Sit. Oh, okay.
5 minutes. Yes. You have to wait for the pictures. Relax, they'll settle down and then we'll call you.
Okay. All right. They said they'll call us.
We'll call people for pictures.
All right. So we are told to temporarily we're here, and we will be informed when time for pictures are. So wherever you are, keep following.
Hey. Who are you?
So we have to temporarily wait outside until we're informed for the photographs, and now we've been informed to go take photographs, and so. Thank you. So we have to go now. Thank you for following. Next, we will be coming to you live from inside of the hall where activities of the session will be ongoing. So, pardon my breathing. We have to do a lot of running up and down. So this is the convoy that is taking His Excellency, and this is the vehicle His Excellency will be riding in. This is the vehicle His Excellency will be riding in here. These are other vehicles of our convoy here, well placed. I mean, these are the new vehicles that were given to Sierra Leone for this occasion to the Republic of Sierra Leone. And this is the presidential lounge where presidents are received. These are the vehicles that will take His Excellency the President. Few lines. What are we expecting to happen here today?
Well, first of all, we have His Excellency the President has just arrived as we going to the Lila and then the meeting will get started. And he's expected to join his counterparts at this summit. We look forward to a lot of different things happening, but there's going to be a close overview with heads of delegation, specifically the leaders, and then they'll come to the general opening of this summit. We'll make more updates as we go.
Thank you. Lunge. Okay, so we are in Lunge. We are in Lunge, not Freetown. His Excellency is in Lunge. We have the Foreign Minister here. The Foreign Minister is here also. So thank you again. Have a blessed afternoon. My name is Vani Eskamara, and I'll be bringing you activities live from Lunge in Sierra Leone, surrounding the ECOWAS summit that His Excellency is attending. Thank you. Possibly we can just get the president coming in this vehicle and then we can go off. At least I can do that for now. So thank you. And we have also the Chief of Protocol of the Republic of Liberia in person of Madam Antoinette Wallo. She is present here. You can let me know where you're following from. I'm in Lunge. Maybe you are from somewhere. If you're from the diaspora, I say welcome. Immediately. And we've been urged to board our various vehicles because I have to ensure I capture the president exiting the venue. See, if we talk small Creole, that's it. If you can speak Kulokwa, I mean, we're represented live in Lunge. And there you have it. The president is exiting the venue for the official venue of the event.
Free money, no sonko sonko. Free money, no sonko sonko. Free money, no sonko sonko. Afri money, no sonko sonko.
Politically, to establish the union or the bank and the currency by the date that they had proposed. That's where we are. So that's a decision for this summit, and then maybe there will be a pronouncement after that. But that's a decision for them to take.
For clarity, are we expecting that this summit, again, today is the last day of the media summit, is today's session expected to bring word, outcome on the as you've said earlier, it takes political will to get us to get to the 2027 deadline to launch. Is there expectation that this summit would end with that announcement?
There will not be any announcement different from the date that has been set up, because there are tasks to be completed, and the Presidential Task Force has tasks to be done. Those tasks will guide that decision. So the 2027 date is the date that we are working towards. There's no new date that is going to be pronounced. There are decisions to be taken to make sure that that date comes to fruition, and that will continue. So 2027 is the date. No new date will be pronounced. Decisions will be taken on the operations of the task force, and that will allow for the next summit for concrete pronouncements to be made.
All right, thank you very much, sir. We'll continue the conversation much later. What we're just doing is just, short interviews and recaps and highlights and just brief conversations with them for now, and much later on, obviously, in our subsequent editions on the Wake Up Sierra Leone program, AYV on Sunday, this day, other conversations on AYV, we would be able to expand on these conversations as well. We're going to have some interview opportunities, one-on-one interview opportunities with some of the dignitaries here, and we would expand on these conversations as we continue. This is Wake Up, this is AYV here. We're so used to our Wake Up Sierra Leone and AYV on Sunday. This is AYV television and radio. Please stay tuned throughout the day as we'll be bringing you live coverage of activities here live from Lungate.
Thanks indeed. I've also been joined on set this afternoon, this morning, by the Attorney General, the country's Attorney General, and would like to know, basically, Mr. Attorney General, we've seen the former President, Ernest Bai Koroma, arrive this morning. What does this mean?
Well, it means that he's free to be back in country. He's always been free to be back in country. But you'll recall that when he was arraigned before a magistrate over 2 years ago on allegations of being involved in charges relating to treason or misprision of treason or harboring, he was granted bail because he sought leave of the court to attend to his health, to get medical treatment abroad. So he was always free to come back. But the big decision, as we all know in the country, is that a few days ago I filed papers by law, to discontinue charges against him. And so as a result of that decision, if you look at Section 45 of the Criminal Procedure Act, it means if a suspect or an accused person is on bail, then immediately all bail conditions are rescinded and he's free to return to his normal life. So I think that is what the former president has honored, and he's back in country. But he's not just back in country by way of a return. He's back in country because His Excellency the President, noting the decision that was taken by my office to discontinue charges, and of course the resolution that was tabled and adopted by members of Parliament, His Excellency also chose to invite him as a policy government position, to invite him as a guest to attend the ECOWAS summit that we are here for at Lungate. So that is why he's back in country.
Let's also discuss security in the sub-region. Let's say law and order in the sub-region. You head the committees that are. What's your position basically in ECOWAS at the moment? Because President serves as chair.
Well, noting that the president is the chair of the authority of heads of state and government of the ECOWAS region. By extension, I, as his Attorney General and Minister of Justice, I serve as the chair of justice ministers across the region. And of course, when we talk about justice, our approach to it, under His Excellency's leadership and me being chair, is that justice needs or justice systems, even though they are different, they are connected in the region. They are tied to security. They are tied to how people carry on their daily lives. They are tied to how economic activities operate in the sub-region. And so if we just focus on building justice systems in one country and ignore the others, there will be spillover effects, if things don't work in other countries. And so that is why the approach has been joint security, joint investment in justice reform. And so we can all live together as a community. We have been taking steps to strengthen the mandate of the African Court to ensure that states are able to comply with human rights obligations and with decisions handed down by the ECOWAS Court. We have also talked about a people-centered justice system, noting that we need to design justice systems that will respond to the unique needs of individuals, because we know that if those systems only respond to the needs of individuals in Sierra Leone and not individuals in Guinea or Liberia, when they move across the border, it affects us. And so we want a people-centered approach to justice delivery that will cover the entire West African sub-region. And so that is how we have handled the mandate of the chairmanship.
Respect of decisions taken by ECOWAS court. Why is that the case?
Well, implementation or compliance with decisions are never easy. I always like to say that the cases that go to court are legal processes, but implementing decisions of regional human rights bodies are political processes. They are legal, but they are political processes. And of course, we accept that they are about human lives. They are about systems that will strengthen our governance architecture. But take note of that we sometimes focus on those decisions that have not been implemented. But there are several other decisions that have been implemented, whether it's in Ghana, in Sierra Leone, in Nigeria, in Burkina Faso, in Liberia. Yes, there are records of decisions that have been implemented, but we acknowledge that we need to do better, we need to do more, we need to strengthen the human rights architecture in the sub-region, and compliance with these decisions is one part of it.
Lastly, does it mean, or is that a possibility that the case against former president Anis Pakoma will reopen in the future? Is it possible?
No, we haven't said so. I think we've been very clear. Section 45 very clear. We have laid it out for people to read. I think where we are is that we have discontinued the proceedings against him, and we want to keep it at that, and say that the former president will be treated as a former president. He'll be treated as a statesman in this country. That is the commitment that President Bio has made, and that is the commitment that he will honor.
Thank you so very much indeed. I would say he's the country's Attorney General and the Minister of Justice speaking to us this afternoon. My colleague Fabian Swill will continue the interviews.
Yes, it's such a beautiful time here in Lunge, and it is the ambience itself. The band, the police band has been really good since yesterday. It's been giving us good performances from time to time. They're really good. But now we're going to have another interview, and with me now I have Dr. Leonard Umar Bangura. He is Doctor of Philosophy and a lecturer at the Political Science Department at Froabe College. Father Leonard, as mostly or popularly called by many. Dr. Bangura, thank you very much for joining us here this morning.
Thank you, Sue.
You have vast knowledge we'll tap into this morning. Let's talk about ECOWAS itself. The power of ECOWAS over its member states. How influential do you think ECOWAS is?
Actually, ECOWAS is actually influential because it is a regional body that is responsible for economic integration, political and social mobility in the sub-region itself. Despite the weaknesses that we are witnessing recently with the secession of 3 of the member states, that is Mali, Burkina Faso and Nigeria, and I thought one Guinea as a question mark. But then the problem is that despite the problem that we have weaknesses, we call it a federation, sort of federation in which we are in power, so to speak. But yet it's influential, especially in the region of for economics. Like also when there is any problem within a sub-region, the first protocol is ECOWAS.
But that's not what we've seen in recent times. Take, for example, in Sierra Leone's context, when we had that issue, please step forward a bit, when we had that issue with the local governance from the 2023 elections, it led us to a point of calling on some of the rulings they've issued, not all of them the government has adhered to. much reference would you say Sierra Leone gives to ECOWAS?
Yes, as I mentioned earlier on, ECOWAS doesn't have a binding force, so to speak. The only force that we have is the ECOMOG, the military wing of ECOWAS itself that can intervene in military situations. But when it comes to political situations, they are a bit tricky, because even though ECOWAS has created what you can call the peer review mechanisms to follow democracies in local governments, but there are loopholes. For example, the reporting of what really operates in the member states is not usually correct, to allow ECOWAS to have the power to actually influence. So this is a problem. One of the weaknesses of ECOWAS is this. It follows from what we saw from the OAU and the AU. The OAU initially it had also these weaknesses, and then it was transformed to African Union that was able to address situations. But in my own opinion, despite the weaknesses, we cannot, when we talk about political institutions, we always have problems with them. However, there is a relevance of ECOWAS because it helps to mitigate conflicts, it helps in economic integration and political issues, also social mobility. So that is why, despite the weaknesses that we are experiencing, ECOWAS is still relevant for the sub-region.
What do you foresee as the future of ECOWAS? That we have 4 of its member states who are no longer members of ECOWAS, and you intimated earlier about even Guinea with the chances of 50-50. It's 1 foot in, possibly 1 foot out. What do you think is the future of ECOWAS?
The future of ECOWAS, according to my estimation, is that these are cracks, we call them. But there is a possibility of them returning if only ECOWAS is able to address the political and the situations that force the 3 Sahel states to withdraw from the organization. So if ECOWAS comes together, for example, they have to tackle the political problems, the security problems of Niger, Burkina Faso and Mali. If ECOWAS actually comes on board, despite I think they can still come back. Guinea is an example. For example, Guinea is here already in this ECOWAS summit today. It's a point that they cannot do it alone. Even like the Sahel states, for example, Burkina Faso and Niger, they are landlocked countries for which they need others if they are to exist. So that is why they are only trying to assert their influence, that their issues have not been addressed by ECOWAS. That is why they are pulling out. But if ECOWAS is able to address their issues, political security, economic reasons, they will come back. This is my own belief.
Now, let's talk about conflicts within countries in ECOWAS. Sierra Leone, as a country, does have an issue with Guinea over Yenga and some other border crossing points, but prominently Yenga. This is something that has spanned for over 2 decades. Yet, both countries are ECOWAS member states. ECOWAS itself, as a bloc, as a body, has not been able to resolve this issue between Sierra Leone and Guinea, yet they are member states.
Yeah, but this is a reality that prevails not only between Sierra Leone and Guinea. We have the Casamance, Senegal, and then we have Bakassi Peninsula with Nigeria. So these are things that are happening that have border conflict issues, which I think...
Do you think ECOWAS has the power to intervene and resolve these matters, or do you think it's above ECOWAS?
Well, power is relative, but it has the authority to bring the member states together and say, now let us look at this, let us go back to the drawing board. We had the colonial, I don't want to call them masters, but they created the dispute. Let us address these issues. ECOWAS has capacity, I believe, but it remains the political will for them to come together and bring the member states that are in conflict to say, come, let us resolve this issue together. The political will is what ECOWAS needs, and the courage to tell the fact. So, for example, Guinea, that you have already transgressed, you have encroached into Sierra Leone land. The moral authority ECOWAS has, but the courage, that is what is lacking, in my opinion. They have to come out and say, this is the issue. Let us resolve the issue that country A, you have actually encroached into country B's issue. And if we don't do this, ECOWAS will continue to see a break and cracks in its own organization.
And finally, before I let you go for now, I want you to analyze Sierra Leone's hosting of OAU back then to now hosting ECOWAS Summit this 2026. Compare and contrast both, and let's weigh advantages and disadvantages from a political scientist perspective.
Yeah, from a political point of view, Let me start from the positive. It's actually a landmark for us because our own president, Julius Maada Bio, is actually the president, the chairman for this authority of heads of state and government. So for us coming to Sierra Leone, it puts Sierra Leone on the map. But then looking at, some people have been saying, OAU by then in 1980, it depleted the resources of Sierra Leone. But now I don't think it's the same case because what has happened actually is that Sierra Leone has not taken money, so to speak, from our reserve. Rather, what it has done, it has borrowed. So it should be paid in time. So it's my opinion that it's not going to actually affect as it did in 1980. This is a different scenario. But then looking at it more positively, in fact, for us to have this particular summit here in Lunge and this particular edifice, the conference center here, is going to also throw more opportunities to this region here in Lunge. For example, now we have the opportunity of hosting international conferences here in Lunge, and then if only governments could do some other sacrifice, maybe move 1 or 2 ministries over to here, and then also create the bridge, we can have emptying out of Freetown, and then people will be having opportunity to come over here to Lunge. So there will be enormous opportunities for employment, for job, and every other avenue can be created. So that is why I see more positive strides than negative than how people are seeing the whole thing. My only concern is what shall be the future of this edifice after this conference. This is why, for me, government should now come together and say, okay, now, what are we to plan about this edifice here after this conference? How can we make it much more marketable? Let us create the bridge. For example,
you mean the Lunge Bridge?
Lunge Bridge, so that people can have access, and ministries, like, for example, the Ministry of Transport and Aviation can have its own base here, so that we can have an opportunity. So that if more people are here, I think this place after this summit can still have a viability. So for me, I am positive about the whole move itself.
Thank you very much, Father Leonard, for joining us this morning for this short conversation. We are still here at the Julius Maada Bio International Conference Center, and today is the 19th, and it's the final day of the mid-year summit. Today we have our heads of states who would be converging here, and the heads of states would be converging here today, and this would mark the end of the deliberation. So the primary purpose of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government Summit is to serve as the highest decision-making body for assessing regional progress, resolving political
Sabah söylediler şu telefondan transit oraya yansıtıldı. Sabahtan beri onu şu şeyin televizyonları oraya aldılar. Dün gazetecilik içeride bugün getirmediler, şimdi sizin tuttular. Onun hazırlığı falan Sorry to bother you.
The task force, the president's task force, was sort of revived to see this to fruition to 2027 for the launch of the single currency within ECOWAS, which is the ECO. We still have 4 countries who left ECOWAS, and Guinea, there's still talks about Guinea being 1 foot in and 1 foot out. But again, by the end of today's sessions, we would get to know what the deliberations would be with the heads of states and what the outcomes would be for the 69th ordinary session of the ECOWAS heads of states and government.
Indeed, many thanks indeed, Phoebian. If you've been following the civil society space as well, you would know Abdul Fatoma is one of the most critical voices, in the civil society space. He has joined us this afternoon. Good afternoon, Abdul.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Quite well. It's a pleasure having you. What are your impressions generally of this program?
The investment is a good one, and what we want as a country We want a judicious use of it. So since the government has prioritized all the challenging area for this infrastructure, so this infrastructure will be able to raise funds to support those challenging areas. But then if we cannot utilize it properly, maintain it, to sustain it, then it will become another catastrophic project. But what we as a country want, is to emulate this. Doing a record project like this within 4 months, 2 weeks, and then also the record number of people who were employed, during the construction of this project, 1,200, and a capacity of 1,400 and a more.
Any moments from now, the events, the staff will get the people inside now. We are the president. Because now we don't see foreign ministers of other countries that don't enter. Ghana, Gambia, I don't see Gambia, the foreign affairs minister, other country there. They don't come inside. So any moments from now, we have to see back the arrival of other dignitaries that they come on, other countries where they come. Yeah? They get for any time they get the events then. They invite other African countries then also. We don't know the part of the ECOWAS, they can invite them for be part of it. When are then through the vice president or the senior person within the ECOWAS, where they send can represent them. So they happen always. Also, Alimu, yes, thank you. We are Alimu Bari, we just take care also. Hey. Go by that, sir. Okay, we say place here. Okay. Then I found them. I pass on. Yeah, no. Country the way they come as guests there with the heroes. Any moment from now we'll see the arrival of other big guests there. Because the president EPA already don't come. We see the president EPA don't come. They don't come with team water, other team them, we can go with. He looks them, other team there. The PA don't come with them, the PA. Because the president wants the way people then for understand. This year the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone and Dr. Joshua Bio in the current ECOWAS chair. So in not the Sidon at the salon side, other person that for Sidon represent at the salon seat. So the president get for the chair because now the chair of ECOWAS he get forget a separate seat. So we get forget another head of state there, back from other countries that we don't come. Then the Sidon how no more president we go other like African Union how ECOWAS will be the Sidon first before he become the chair. So you become a chair, you get your personal, you get your seat, and you get the person with the chairman or the president for the you can get the president of the ECOWAS when the person in this near you, the chair of the ECOWAS when the president in the Sudan and the other chair. So that the president and for chair the entire team, entire summit today. other president and there. We get other people also with them come on other countries them. They come on all over now other countries and we then can also get when you watch Ubaya part we get ambassadors them. Saloon, other countries and all ambassadors them. We then see on currently. Ambassador them we then see on ambassador they so they did a Saluya then they so then did other country them but they still carry Africa represent the ambassador then a Saluya they did other countries ambassadors then come we also get ambassadors them we come on other country then for come observe the event and they come as delegates then because we then till they actually happen they call all man for come as delegates also and so it can happen always and so that they see we get people them they don't pull people and they don't allow you for let you come inside directly and they don't allow you for let you come inside directly they get people that they come on Guinea also they don't come all man they get how they shape they share them and according to how the president they come all country where the president they come they get the share them they get the delegates the way they go with so like sometimes in the way we can see in the media where they say president they go with delegation president they go with delegations other these are today I don't learn a lot. I would say each country in West Africa this is something I don't observe each country in West Africa we come they come with over some man count over 50 some man count over close to their 70 or 80 people some man count close to 100 people where they come with so they therefore give them bench then they for let them sit down so even Ghana in fact the chair where they go with that's why they don't call back for other chairs for let them go the delegates them alone go to the president the president get you entourage we go with them when over 20 to 30 or 50 people you get aid, you get security them, you get impact APA, you get other people all with them over way then they. So when you watch also you get for watch the you go for watch so you get for when people then say, oh, now they go beaucoup delegates then. So I could believe the salon like now salon they go the smallest delegates they party conference there. Because today what I don't see today, I see a lot of all the country that in fact like Nigeria alone, the chair I see by Nigeria is over 100 chair. Nigeria alone, the chair I see by Nigeria is over 100 chair. So anything they always will happen so therefore this is like hello are they near you now? You say now what I want to say tell me. Last time this one they can program.
Corner that you said you know they take out. No blame me for something when I we all from make out. Self do you?
We present a very good picture and image, during these stages. But to have a critical decision-making position in ECOWAS as a nation is a blessing to us.
Over 40 years ago, it was under the APC administration that the OAU was hosted. Here we are. The SLPP then criticized the hosting of that summit and how it was done, and history says it contributed to crippling Sierra Leone's economy. Here we are now hosting this. In your assessment, comparing and contrasting hosting OAU then and 40 years later hosting the ECOWAS Media Summit, what would you say are the advantages and disadvantages, the pros and cons of both?
Well, I don't like direct comparison because we should not be seen too political in everything we do. If it doesn't mean that because SLPP criticized the OAU summit that we hosted that brought the entire Africa to Sierra Leone. This is just West Africa. That summit brought the entire Africa to Sierra Leone. Even when you are opposing, you should give the good effect of it. That brought visibility. That puts Sierra Leone in the center stage. You have some countries you go to, when you say you are from Sierra Leone, they will ask you, where is Sierra Leone? They don't even know about the existence of Sierra Leone. So once you host the OAU summit, you succeeded in bringing visibility to your country, and this is the same thing now we're doing. This summit, we know we have financial challenges as a country, because this structure, most MDAs are responsible to fund these structures as I speak. You know, the NACIT, NRA, a lot of local revenue has gone into this structure already. But like I say, it is with the intention of bringing visibility to us as a nation.
Let's talk about the discontinuance of former President Ernest Bai Koroma's treason case. Is the APC worried that this is a temporary discontinuance, or do you think this is the end of it? When we had an interview last week with Josise from Ministry of Information, he said President Bio is true to his word. The discontinuance is not temporary, it's permanent. But do you have reservations, concerns or fears as a political party?
I don't, because this is part of the effort made by Parliament in ensuring we put into place parliamentary diplomacy. We've been between the two leaders. We have come a long way. We went to Abuja, we engaged the two leaders, and both of them are extremely sincere in this very resolution. And to me, I am fully convinced that this is the end of the matter.
All right. Thank you very much, Honorable, for your time with us this morning. We would obviously continue to have this conversation, especially at the end of the summit, with the resolutions that may have emerged from the session here today. But lastly, before I let you go, how powerful do you think ECOWAS is as a body over its member states? How respected is ECOWAS?
Well, I have had issues with some of the decisions with ECOWAS. I have even used it at the ECOWAS Parliament. Because don't forget, I'm a member of the Sierra Leone's delegation in the ECOWAS Parliament. We've seen on several occasions when the ECOWAS court has taken a decision and member states will not implement the decision of the ECOWAS court. And we've seen in the member states where critical decisions of governance, abuse of constitution, abuse of democratic rights in other African countries, in other ECOWAS member states, including, for example, in Guinea-Bissau, the president had to cancel parliament because he does not have the majority in parliament. In other African countries, in Sierra Leone, you see, so some of these decisions that affect democracy directly are not sorted out by ECOWAS.
Why do you think that's the case? Or in essence, do you think they have the authority to sort these out? Or is it that they have the authority but they're not doing it?
They should have the authority, because every member state is subjected to the community, subjected to decisions of ECOWAS. So I think the ECOWAS should focus, in as much as the community is focusing on integration, we should also focus on good governance, ensuring that president and opposition have very good relationship, and ensuring that the constitution of each country is respected, ensuring that elections are transparent, free and fair, and all of those things.
How best do you think ECOWAS can strengthen its authority, perhaps stamp its authority on member states and have more like a positive influence in a very perhaps proactive way to address issues before they escalate into something that requires something that requires much urgent or stronger intervention to resolve?
That is why more emphasis should be laid on early warnings. The political stabilities of ECOWAS countries don't just degenerate in the twinkle of an eye. They are early warnings, and ECOWAS should take note of these early warnings, make sure that they use mediation to solve the early warnings, You know, it's very important. We should not relax and wait until things degenerate before ECOWAS steps in. In some of those countries in which they had coup d'etats, I'm sure if there had been early warning steps, it would have prevented the coup d'etats in those countries. So ECOWAS should be proactive in ensuring that they monitor the political situation in all of its member states and ensuring positive actions are taken to forestall potential instability in ECOWAS member states.
Let's talk about your impression on the commissioning yesterday of the ECOWAS Logistics Depot. It sits in Sierra Leone. We're home to that facility. What benefits do you think that has to Sierra Leone, especially in our peace and security? Because they also mentioned yesterday that it has now gone beyond just logistics. It's also expanded to a humanitarian angle as well. What value do you think this adds to Sierra Leone?
In fact, when you go to Abuja, you see the ECOWAS headquarters. You know that for every summit they host in Abuja, for every interaction, meeting of ECOWAS, any activities, it helps to spice up the economy of the state. And it also helps to ensure that they create more employment for their people. You know, and it makes Nigeria the center of critical decision-making process in the community. So the same implies to Sierra Leone. You know, we should have a strategic role to play in the community. And hosting the depot here is a great deal for us because it prevents, you know, possible problems from happening in Sierra Leone because they would situate here, they would locate here.
President Bio is seeking a second term as ECOWAS chair. Does the APC endorse and support his candidature?
The APC is a party that likes Sierra Leone. The APC is a party that supports Sierra Leone. On several occasions, the APC has supported, when we were in governance, we supported the minority leader who was SLPP for a critical national position, international position. You know, we supported her wholeheartedly. So the APC wants Sierra Leone to progress. So we would support anything that will push the image of our country to the height we all expect it. You know, because this is Sierra Leone. We would not be against ourselves.
A message to President Bio.
President Bio, you have a great deal. You know, the mere fact that you are coordinating all Africa, the region, the sub-region. We have seen you gone to other countries where there are instabilities, and we've seen the role that you've played as the chairman. So it should replicate in Sierra Leone. The opposition must not be treated as if we are enemies of the state. In any renowned democracy, there is governance, there is opposition. So space should be given to the opposition to operate, and I like the new trajectory that the opposition and governments are now sitting together discussing on issues relating to the progress of this country, because that was what we missed when we had the 11 years rebel incursion. So now we can solve our misunderstanding on the table, and the demonstration that he has exhumed, you know, in the fact that we have now the former president back is a great deal to show how willing he is for a peaceful coexistence between the governing party and the opposition.
And lastly, your message to supporters of the All People's Congress, members and supporters.
To my comrades of the All People's Congress, like you have all seen, you know, we are fully determined to take governance in 2028, and we should be seen as responsible opposition. Responsible opposition because whatsoever that is built on now is what we'll work on. Remember, a lot of infrastructures were built by APC when we were in governance, but when SLPP took over, they didn't destroy them, they worked on them. So also us. Whatsoever we're doing, that is why we are particularly concerned to protect the image of this nation, because it does not belong to one political party. APC may own this country, and the image of this country has to be protected by the All People's Congress. So for us as opposition, let us ensure that we do our best so that we win the next elections through the ballot, and we take governance through the ballot. But we cannot wait until we take governance before we develop this nation. We can help the current government to develop this nation. there is a Creole adage that says that goat way you get for tote, not wait say go dirty before you total. Help clean the goat so that when you carry the goat, you know that you contributed in making the goat clean.
Thank you very much, Honorable Abdul Kagbo, for your time with us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
He is the leader of opposition in Parliament, Honorable Abdul Kagbo, and as a member of Parliament, he is there representing Port Loko as well. So he is a very strategic person to talk to about the infrastructural development here in Lunge, the Julius Maada Bio International Conference Center, and also it's home now to the ECOWAS Logistics Depot.
Indeed, Phoebe. A lot of guests are arriving actually, strategically placed here. I'm left thinking actually, what do you think, the bloc would be discussing today? There are several issues actually, from existential threats.
This is great, eh? Okay. Madam. Exactly. I not be my intention. Yeah, I want for let the man feel proud that say what they do right now. It is sell we country and a very good thing they do. So we continue for the talk to dignitaries them. I want for talk to another person we don't kind join we. You go tell me what I minute the introduction. I go, hello, Madam Minister. How are you? Are they talk to who that?
You did talk to Melrose Cummings, the Minister of Social Welfare.
I mean, how social welfare like dinner so
everything where they can happen in a social welfare is the welfare of citizens of not only Sierra Leone but ECOWAS. So all the discussions, as long as they have to do with the well-being, as long as they have to do with the welfare of citizens in ECOWAS, then Sierra Leone is proud to host this, because our focus is on our citizens. Our focus is on how to improve the lives of citizens of ECOWAS. And so for Sierra Leone and His Excellency the President to be cheering at this moment, at this point in time, this auspicious occasion, we are really, really glad, because most of the issues that are happening that are social issues, they cut across the borders of ECOWAS. So whether it's about trafficking in human persons, or about migration, sometimes illegal migration, or about even the drug and substance abuse, or about family issues generally, it borders around the ECOWAS. We have so many commonalities. Things that, Liberia will tell you, Guinea will tell you, Côte d'Ivoire will tell you, and the rest of the others. So that is why this ECOWAS media meeting, is really important. And for me, I want to say a big thank you to His Excellency the President for chairing at this point in time, and for just bringing Sierra Leone up to that level in terms of people knowing that Sierra Leone is no more in the shadows of darkness where we used to be, but now we're at the limelight for the right things. So I am very grateful, and I want to join His Excellency and the rest of the country in welcoming our member states of the ECOWAS to the beautiful Sierra Leone, the land that we love.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, now the Minister of Social Welfare. We still in ASO, they talk to dignitaries, and also they show now exactly what's in the happen at Lunge ASO. We are still expecting His Excellency the President, we get for come in colleague heads for join them for commission this building. But for now, make we link una back in studio in New England as we colleagues and in our studio. Later we will come back in Lunge for bring to una live reports from the Julius Maada Bio International Conference.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to start the event. We will kindly ask that everyone in the room kindly be seated. Can we please have everyone seated, please, with the exception of the media? Everyone in the room, please, can you be seated if you're not media? We're about to start the program in the next 3 minutes.
No, what I mean? No, I'm sure about that. What's the name? But I can say
Again, those on the sides that are not media, please be seated. We will start the program now. His Excellencies, Ministers of Government, ECOWAS Commissioners and Heads of Institutions, members of the Diplomatic Corps, development partners, traditional leaders present, members of the Fourth Estate and distinguished guests joining us from across the region and beyond, good afternoon and welcome. As we gear up to tomorrow's hallmark of events, we're gathered here today to mark a historic moment, not only for Sierra Leone, but for the ECOWAS community. The official commissioning of the Julius Malda Bio
There is no way when we go to develop if we not unite.
United we stand, united we go follow. If the big one them unite, the small one them go follow. Salona we on. Now we on country, now we for make ya. So let we unite, Sierra Leoneans, unite, oh yeah, unite for better salon nights. So let we unite, Sierra Leoneans, unite, oh yeah,
King for our here,
unite for better salon nights.
Always. From 1961, we just did by this blame game. We know what we before if we did by this blame game. You the IBS, you know you did by blame game. If simple enough find out, we already bad name. A the point B, B the point C, C the point D, D the point E, 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 E. You they point me they point you they point this, they point down there, huh? You know go fight for the country, stand up for the country, unite for the country, do something for the country. You need these gangs, you don't get nowhere for fake cams, so no sit on that corner that you say
their lives. I'm wondering or looking forward to see if that would even form part of the conversation here, even if it's not a main item on the agenda.
Yeah. But just forming part of the conversation to see how, and again, these are legitimate concerns to say, hold your governments accountable so home can be fixed in a world where it's comfortable to sit at home. And talking about home being comfortable, in this era, we've seen the highest number of military coups in the continent. These are all conversations. Again, the agenda is not out. We don't know what the heads of states would be discussing. And because that summit, that part of the conversation would even be a closed-door conversation. But these are legitimate concerns. The welfare of Africans within their countries. Just a few days ago, the EU had a youth engagement at the Family Kingdom, and part of it as well, they had some returnees who were talking about life as illegal immigrants in other countries, whether it's African countries or non-African countries. One of the returnees mentioned that it's quite a deplorable, mentally traumatic, physically troubled experience that they've encountered. He spoke about women being raped. He spoke about men being used for hard labor, unpaid hard labor. He really recounted, he really explained a lot. But again, these are opportunities when our leaders sit to talk about how the continent can develop. For them, the ECOWAS summit, their jurisdiction is just within ECOWAS. But again, of course, ECOWAS is part of Africa. But it's about how can they really discuss issues that can further the convenience, comfort of Africans living within ECOWAS states in a way that, yes, no matter how comfortable a country is, the citizens would still have to travel. The most advanced countries in the world, you'll find their citizens in other parts of the world. But it's a way where many of them don't run away in search of greener pastures.
Indeed, most definitely. Most definitely. Now, so over the years, some members have actually departed the bloc. In December 1999, Mauritania announced that it would leave ECOWAS, of course, citing the
The president is now doing the symbolic planting of the tree. He has symbolically planted this tree, and now he's pouring he's giving life to the tree. Each African heads of state, each West African leader is now doing this. So you know, water symbolizes life, and the president has done that, all the leaders. So
now make their way abided by protocols to fountain
Cause it makes me stay expressive.
far? Are you far? Are you doing?
Just now. So they can take the marker now. President Boake and the president ofVad himself, they do the signing. Wow, that signature is so quick. So they also don't sign now.
That symbolic sign, once their two excellencies retreat, we also graciously invite
so far presidents are not signed so far.
their colleagues once to take their respective positions. We now invite the presidents of Senegal and the president of Ghana.
President of Senegal and the president of Ghana. President of Ghana.
Continue to show
And then take the
unity.
marker. So they go now for go sign the Senegalese presidents. Almost done the own sign himself. And the Ghanaian president himself and don't shake hands.
A round of applause for the handshakes.
President Jomai Faye.
Their two excellencies will now proceed to their respective positions. Why we now request for the president of Benin us later, and he will respectfully also sign his plaque to deepen
The president of Benin himself the sign.
unity.
Instead of appending signature. West Africa get two young presidents, the president of Benin and the president of Senegal.
His Excellency retreat to his position. I will now invite the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the Vice President of Cote d'Ivoire to proceed forward.
The vice president of Cote d'Ivoire and the vice president of Nigeria, one in white flowing gown and the other in a dark suit.
The heads of state of the respective countries.
Two vice presidents.
A round of applause for the symbolic handshake.
Nigeria and Ivory Coast.
For their respective heads of state.
Nigerian president is not here, but he is ably represented by his vice president, who is a left-hander. The Ivorian president also is represented by his vice president. After the signing, a warm handshake.
That's how we end the second outdoor activity. And I invite only the excellencies, the heads of state, and the vice president to proceed for the courtesy of
Like yesterday, we then cut the ribbon for the ECOWAS depot. The president then
At this point, only the chair. Excuse me. At this point, chair of the authority.
Oh, passo.
They invite other African countries then also we don't know the part of the ECOWAS. They can invite them from the part of it when then to the vice president or the senior person within the ECOWAS where they send to represent them. And so they happen always. Also, yes, thank you. We are Ali Mubari. We just take care. So. Hey. Go by that, sir.
Okay, you see a place here.
Okay. Then I found my password.
Salona we your country, and we make ya. Now we your country, now we for make ya. So let we unite, Sierra Leoneans, unite, oh yeah. Unite for better Salona. Let we unite, Sierra Leoneans. Unite, oh yeah. Unite for better Salona. Salona we unite, now we unite. Salona we unite, now we unite.
There is no way where we go develop if we not unite.
United we stand, united we go follow. If the big one them unite, the small one they go follow. Salona we your country, and we make ya. Now we your country, now we for make ya. So let we unite, Sierra Leoneans. Unite, oh yeah. Unite for better Salona. Let we unite, Sierra Leoneans. Unite, oh yeah.
King for our here.
Unite for better Salona.
Always. From 1961, we just did by this blame game. We know what we before if we did by this blame game. You the IBS, you the blame game. It's simple enough right now, we already bad name. A the point B, B the point C, C the point D, D the point E, 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 E. You the point me the point you the point this the point down there, huh? You know go fight for the country, stand up for the country, unite for the country, do something for the country. You need six gangs, we no get nowhere for fake cam. So no sit on a corner that you said you know they take out. No blame me for something when now we all for make out. Yourself do you best, this country, let we make out. Now me and you for support we safe. If I near you, you near me, I be you.
So let we unite, Sierra Leoneans. Unite, oh yeah. Unite for better salon nights. Let we unite, Sierra Leoneans. Unite, oh yeah. Unite for better salon nights.
Everyone got a right and privilege to do the right thing, but I never relent. You got a role to play. Me got a role to play. Remember, peace, unity is a matter of must. If we live together, it go better for us. Be that,
He like you go, so say. Now forget you home. He like you go, so say. You must come back.
To bless Sierra Leone, and to give Sierra Leone peace, to bless Mother. I love what is happening. I have said so to the media. It's written in the press. I am so comfortable seeing them together. That our country could move forward.
Thank you very much, Mr. Vice President.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, sir. That's former Vice President Victor Bokarifo. We also saw in his company the national chairman of the All People's Congress, Vice President Dr. Mohamed Juliet Jallo.
Now we don't know. So now we don't know. Now we don't know.
Mr. More people them.
Salon now we are.
There is no way where we go develop if we not unite.
United we stand, united we go follow. If the big one them unite, the small one them go follow. Salon now we own country, there we make ya. Now we own country, now we for make ya. So let we unite, Sierra Leoneans. Unite, oh yeah. Unite for better salon nights. Let we unite, Sierra Leoneans. Unite, oh yeah.
King for our here.
Unite for better salon nights.
Always. From 1961, we just did by this playing game. We know what before if we did by this playing game. You the IBS, you know you the problem game. If simple not find out, we already bad name. A the points B, B the points C, C the points D, D the points E, 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 E. You the points me the points you the points this the points down there, huh? You know go fight for the country, stand up for the country, unite for the country, do something for the country. You need six gangs, we no get nowhere for fake cam. So no sit on a corner that you said you know they take out. No blame me for something when now we all for make out. Self do you best, this country, let we make out. Now me and you for support we safe. If I near you, you near me, I be you.
So let we unite, Sierra Leoneans. Unite, oh yeah. Unite for better salon nights. Let we unite, Sierra Leoneans. Unite, oh yeah. Unite for better salon nights.
Everyone got a right and privilege to do the right thing, but I never relent. You got a role to play. Me got a role to play. Remember, peace, unity is a matter of must. If we live together, it go better for us. Be that,
He like you go, so say. Now forget you home. He like you go, so say. You must come back home. Are you ready, babe? Now so you go get comfort. So if we come together, we go make salon. United we stand, united we go follow. If the big one them unite, the small one them go follow. Salon now we own country, there we make ya. Now we own country, now we for make ya. So let we unite, Sierra Leoneans. Unite, oh yeah. Unite for for better salon nights. Let we unite, Sierra Leoneans, unite, oh yeah, unite for better salon nights. Salona we unite, now we unite, salona we unite, now we unite.
Salon people them.
Salon now we are.
There is no way where we go develop if we not unite.
United we stand, united we go follow. If the big one them unite, the small one them go follow. Salon now we own country, there we make ya. Now we own country, now we for make ya. So let we unite, Sierra Leoneans, unite, oh yeah, unite for better salon nights. Let we unite, Sierra Leoneans, unite, oh yeah,
King for our year,
unite for better salon nights.
Always. From 1961, we just did by this blame game. We know what go before if we did by this blame game. You the IBS, you know you did by blame game. It's simple enough right now, we all get the bad name. A the points B, B the points C, C the points D, D the points E, 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 E. You the points me the points you the points D. See, stand up for the country, unite for the country, do something for the country. You need these things, we don't get nowhere for fake cam. So no sit on a corner that you say you know they take cam. No blame me for something when now we all for make cam. Self do you best, this country, let we make cam. Now me and you for support we safe. If I near you, you near me, I be you.
So let we unite, Sierra Leoneans, unite, oh yeah. Now we own country, now we for make ya. So let we unite, Sierra Leoneans, unite, oh yeah, unite for better salon nights. Let we unite, Sierra Leoneans, unite, oh yeah, unite for better salon nights. Salon now we unite. Now we don't know. Now we don't know. Now we don't know.
We support people then.
Salon now we are.
There is no way where we go develop if we not unite.
United we stand, united we go follow. If the big one them unite, the small one them go follow. Salon now we own country, there we make ya. Now we own country, now we for make ya. So let we unite, Sierra Leoneans, unite, oh yeah, unite for better salon nights. Let we unite, Sierra Leoneans, unite, oh yeah,
King for our year,
unite for better salon nights.
From 1961, we just did by this blame game. We know what go before if we did by this blame game. You the IBS, you know you did by blame game. It's simple enough right now, we all get it bad name.
A the point B, B the point C, C the point D, D the point E, 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 E. You the point me the point you the point this the point stand there, huh? You know go fight for the country, stand up for the country, unite for the country, do something for the country. You need this strength, you know get no way for fake cam. So no sit down a corner that you said you know they take cam. No blame me for something when I we all from make cam. Step do you best, this country, let we make cam. I'm here you for support myself. If I near you, you near me, I'll be you. So let me unite, Sierra Leoneans, unite, oh yeah. Unite for better salon nights. Let we unite, Sierra Leoneans. Unite, oh yeah. Unite for better salon nights.
One reason, I'm in a tell. Aye, everyone got a right and privilege to do the right thing, but I never relent. You got a role to play.
No matter how we beat it.
Then, Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast, like a flash, and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service-oriented, customer-friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047, 074-982-125. Fastnet, always connected. Do you want to enjoy the much-needed fiber internet facility for both?
on a les toits, c'est les toits qui nous manquent. Ils sont où même? T'as vu, non? Ils n'ont pas encore commencé. Oui, il est où? Appelle-le, il est où? Moi je le cherche maintenant. Appelle-le. Tu as vu, on a que les tocards là, c'est cool, on ne peut pas commencer. Appelle-le. S'il peut venir. Est-ce que tu vas me donner quoi?
home on a salon. We come to England, oh yeah, but we don't run away. We come for better. We people that want for see what we they do. We people that want for know what we they say.
Office and business groups, then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service-oriented, customer-friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest.